The following Rate My Pokemon team is based mostly on opinion, and therefore is neither right or wrong. Hey guys, it's Gator, bringing episode 3 of the Pokemon Rate My Team series. This team is submitted by Johto Knight, otherwise known as Percival, from one of the Exat, whatever you want to call it, chats that I go to. Yeah. If we look at the team at a glance, he has Tyranitar lead, Latios, Rankarusu, Gliscor, Dorizu, and Zapdos. If we go into the lead, it's Tyranitar. You could probably already tell by the team, this is pretty much a Sandstorm team. I mean, you got T-Tar and Dorizu. If you got those two, I'm just going to consider it a Sandstorm team. But his Tyranitar is Choice Scarfed as a lead. Of course, max attack and max speed with the Jolly Nature, of course, because that's what all Scarfed T-Tars run. He has Crunch, Earthquake, and Stone Edge, which is normal, but then he has Ice Punch. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you run Ice Punch? And then, of course, there's Gliscor. Well, I'm not sure how much a Choice Scarfed Ice Punch would do to a Gliscor. I'd like to find that out. I'll probably do that later when I find the time, but maybe it's a 2-hit KO. I really doubt it's going to be a 1-hit KO on a Gliscor, but maybe I'm wrong. But Choice Scarf Tyranitar, I mean, still has that high base attack, but it's not really as powerful as it could be. But I guess, Crunch is good, but you lose that pursuit factor. So when you trap a psychic Pokemon such as Latios or something, you can't pursuit it. But I'm guessing, the other trainer would assume that you're going to pursue and stay in an attack, but you never know. Just watch out for those things. If we go into the next, it's Latios, and Latios is Choice Specs, and I've actually used this set before, but I didn't run Trick or Dragon Pulse. I ran Thunderbolt and Psychic, just for as much coverage as I could get. But yeah, max special attack speed, timid, blah blah. 20, your typical 252 to 252. Your basic EV set. You know what I'm talking about when you're running any choice item. But Choice Specs Latios causes ridiculous damage. Draco Meteor probably, I think at 2 it KOs a Tyranitar, blah blah blah, all this nonsense. And then I did not actually know Latios learned Trick. I don't spend time looking at his moveset. I just know what I want right off the bat, but Latios learning Trick isn't exactly that bad of an idea because one of the most common Pokemon that usually switch into Latios is Natare. And Natare with a Choice Specs, that's not too good. So I can see why Trick would be used there. And of course the Dragon and Water combo is resisted by only Empoleon, I believe. I don't know if there's any new Water Steel types in Gen 5. But yeah, good coverage overall. I like the Trick on it, good stuff. Next is Rankarusu, and this Pokemon gives me the boot when it comes to trying to get rid of it. It has max HP and defense with bold nature. It's kind of like Suicune from Gen 4 because it Calm Minds and but instead of using Rest, it has Recover, which is amazing because now you don't have to Sleep Talk your way to victory. And it has Magic Guard, which is it's an ability that you don't get affected by Toxic and Burn and whatnot, Leech Seed, stuff like that, and you can you don't get hurt by Stealth Rocks. I don't think you do, so that's good. The only thing I don't like about Rankarusu is that, of course, it has to be Pursuit Bait, but I'm pretty sure that Rankarusu with max defense can live like a Choice Scarf Crunch from Tyranitar. So if it even tried a Pursuit, Rankarusu would live and be able to return the favor with a Focus Blast. And of course, Focus Blast Psychic, pretty much unresisted coverage. Good stuff. Rankarusu's pretty beast Pokemon. New Pokemon, of course. Yada yada yada. Alright, next is Gliscor. And I've used Gliscor as well. Gliscor is amazing. It got its new Dream World ability in Poison Heal, which is from my favorite Pokemon, Breloom. So yeah, with Poison Heal on Gliscor, you don't have to worry about some of the things you worried about in 4th gen, such as roosting and then being vulnerable to fighting attacks or something like that. But of course, Roost was also good because you only get hit with Ice ×2 now, but now it's weak to Ice ×4, so that's... I'd rather have Poison Heal than Roost Gliscor, because you don't have to waste a turn roosting, where you can just get, like, I think it's 12% of your health back every turn. And it's immune to Sandstorm, so that's another plus. It's running max speed, and then, of course, pretty much max HP for bulk. I run max HP in defense because it's just totally, mine at least, just totally walls physical attacks. But he's going for more of a mixture, I guess you can say. Protect and Substitute just for ultimate annoyance. Toxic, just to, whatchamacallit, hit like bulky waters or something, and then Earthquake just for a move, just a fourth slot, I guess, just to hit something. You might as well. If you go to the next is Dorizu, and this is your very, very standard Dorizu set. I think I said stats. Whatever. Sand Throw, which doubles your speed. It's kind of like Swift Swim. I think it only doubles speed. I don't know. I know there's one that like raises attack or something, I think. I don't know what it's called. I need a new microphone because I'm getting static out the ass. Max attack, max speed, adamant. I run Jolly. Well, on my Sandstorm Horde team, I run Jolly. But, so I can outspeed other Dories. Typical, he's holding Balloon. I hold Balloon too, so I don't get hit by EQ. And he has Swords Dance, Earthquake, X's, or Rock Slide. That's pretty much good coverage. The only things that, pretty much wall Dorizu completely is Gliscor and Skarmory, in my opinion. I don't think, other Pokemon, such as Natare, can compare to those two. So that's a good Dorizu counter. Skarmory, Gliscor, whatever. And his last is a Zapdos. And this is actually my Zapdos that I use from 4th generation. It's the specially bulky Zapdos that nobody used. Everyone usually runs either sub-roost or physically defensive. But this specially bulky Zapdos is amazing. 248 HP, 228 special defense, calm nature, of course, Roost, Thunderbolt, and Heat Wave, typical. And then it has a T-Wave, which really catches people off guard. They'll usually bring in maybe I don't even know a good example. Something fast to try to kill it off quickly. I'll tell you that much, because, or they might bring in like a Tyranitar or something, and they'll just parahacks it. It's fun to parahacks things. They like to bring in Heatran for some reason, expecting Heat Wave, and then, bam! T-Wave. Your Heatran screwed. Fun stuff. Lefties, blah blah blah, Roost. And just to show you how especially defensive it is, I know for a fact it can live a Life Orb Starmie's Ice Beam even while switching into Stealth Rocks. I'm pretty sure I know that for a fact. It can live 2 from a Rapid Spinner Starmie, so it's pretty specially defensive. More specially defensive than people give it credit for. But yeah, that's his team. I think it's pretty good. He beat me just because of his Rankarusu. It screwed me over. If I would make any changes, perhaps run something else with a hidden power to get rid of Gliscor, like maybe Zapdos with HP Ice for Bolt Beam, instead of relying on a Tyranitar. I mean, I guess you have a Latios and Rankarusu, but they're both Pursuit Bait. And if a Choice Banded Tyranitar, which I used to use, comes in and tries to pursuit the shit out of you, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get screwed. And that's really the only thing I see like that stands out is I don't like Pursuit Bait. If you know what that means, Pokemon that's weak to Pursuit, so Psychic or Ghost types, I don't like more than one on my team. But opinions will be opinions. Episode 3, rate my team. Look forward to Wi-Fi battles, more of this, more of that, yada yada. Pokemon, yay, go Pokemans. This is Gator. See you next week, I guess.